I'm behind schedule, you. It's 2:15. What day is it, Annie? It's the final day of March 26. It's the 31st of March, Annie. And I'm so glad that March is coming to an end. It's been a difficult month, hasn't it, the little one? Yes. This cat, I had to go on an errand this morning. Came in for his breakfast. I said, I can't wait, I've got to go. And the cat sat and waited for me the whole time coming back. Didn't you? We got on so well together. You really do. Anyway, I shall leave him to his cleaning job. He's a wonderful cat. I totally admire him. I wish I knew his name. Hey you, Brock. Brock. Hey? Hey Brock. Hey baby. Yeah. It's all good for you, isn't it? It's okay. It's okay, but I'm away for a walk, sir. I'm going away for a walk, you. I'm going away for a walk, you. Bye bye, tiger. I'm away for a walk, sir. You had a little bit of tuna. You've quite enjoyed that, haven't you? Bye bye. Bye bye for now, you. No cuddles till later. Yes. Yes. That's a good sign when a cat shows you its stomach, because that's the most volatile part of the whole cat's body. That's where all its vital organs are. So when a cat shows you that, it's means it's not fearful of you. But anyway, I better go. I'll see you later on, Bobo. I'll see you later. I'll see you later, you. Bye bye, you. Bye bye. Well, hello again on the 31st of March 26. I probably said 25 earlier on when I was speaking to the cat, but I've come out for a wander. I've been doing some clearing here, I don't know why, but I have discovered that, I'm not going to give you the names, but there's a headstone just juts in there. I've no idea how that could have got there and why. And someone who died at age 55, 1981, and her son died in January 1975, age 20. But why the headstone is there, I've no idea. This tree is much older than 50 years or. I can't imagine anyone being buried out here, but it's a bit of a puzzle, that. Some amazing things you see, Andy. You're very observant. The periwinkle's all out, and I've seen some bees. It's nice in sunshine, but the sun's not out for long enough, so it's still quite chilly in the wind. But beautiful periwinkle. I've seen a lot of bumblebees. If I repeat myself a lot, don't worry, that's part of the Mercury retrograde cycle, which I mention often in my channel, but just coming to a close in the next 10 days. It's been awful. In fact, an old saying about getting through the winter. Well, if you manage to get through the winter of 25, 26, then you've done well. Because it was damn miserable, it was just awful. I never got sorted out at all. I think what it was actually, I think the good Lord said, take a very decent rest. I done a lot last year, and I think it was telling me to take a complete rest, which I did and enjoyed it. This place has been re-landscaped and stuff, and I hate that ranch fencing. It's bloody looks like something out of one of these Texan ranches, Dallas. If you remember the TV program Dallas with Larry Hagman and Victoria Principal and a few others. Saturday night viewing. People started to delay their going out on a Saturday evening so they could watch bloody Dallas. Of course, there was no video recorders in 1979, was there? Funny how technology has changed. And that wet area, I'm on the dry leaves here, the wet area down there, you probably can't see it through that tree. It's not very visible because of that shiny new roof. But it looks like he's tried to make that into a water feature. So it looks like he's dug it out a little bit to try and create a pond. Hello, sir. Where are you off for? Oh, he must have his owner behind. But I'm going this way, Andy. For a spring wander. So this will all turn into a massive bluebells in a couple of weeks' time. Sorry, a couple of months' time. All the bracken. Where are you going? Where are you going, chap? And there's some decent timber, and you can come along here with your saw and get some of that there. We'll switch off for a moment. It's just a path, there's not much. But, oh yeah, I was saying about the winter, getting through it. A lot of people, I can't remember the name of the condition, but there's a condition which is a fear of winter. And it's something that comes from, well, it's hereditary, not hereditary, Andy, it's primeval. It's a situation where we gear up for the dark winter months and we don't know what's going to be offered. And when it comes to this time of year, you really have to bless the good Lord for getting you through it. Sunday, the 29th of March was a pretty vicious day weather-wise here in Strathern. It's called the Gauk Storm. I've talked about this before on my channel. It normally arrives around about the 1st of April. The week either side of the 1st of April. Gauk meaning hunt the ghost, which was done in the Edwardian, Victorian Edwardian times. No longer done, of course, but it was something called Hunty Gauk, meaning hunt the ghost. Children played that game at Easter. They called it the Gauk Storm because it always came, and that's what passed there just a couple of days back. Saturday was glorious, but I was indoors scrubbing my rugs so they were spotless. Chose the wrong day actually, but at least they're done. So we'll switch off just now. That wind's it's still got a chill in it. That's spring for you. Yes. The time's not actually 5 to 2, it's 5 to 3. I haven't changed any of my clocks or my watch or anything forward yet. Haven't had time. It's a nuisance, this changing the clock. I'll let you go forward. So. Not a bad day, eh? Aye. Yeah, so I was just letting that couple get ahead of me because I was all the shop dithering in. But what I was meaning is I've not changed any of my timepieces because I just, well, I find it so annoying. Every 6 months you've got to bloody clamber up onto the furniture to change wall clocks and stuff. And it's a damn nuisance. So when I glance at the clocks, I immediately think it's a certain time, but then I have to add 1 hour. And I should just keep them the way they are and keep that like that for the next 6 months. Save me a lot of bugging around and at the end of October. Of course, most people don't have Westminster clocks on their mantelpiece now, or grandfather clocks sitting in the hallway. Yeah, it's not something that's well, most people don't have a bloody room for it, do they? There's no room in people's houses anymore. They make houses too small. And I've been in some of these modern houses, and it costs about £265,000 for a bloody heap of plasterboard and IKEA wood. And you walk along the hallway, there was no grand entrance, there's no big steps into the property, there's no vestibule, or not vegetable, but vestibule, or large porch area. There's no grand entrance to properties anymore. The Victorians had the right idea. And as such, I mean, you didn't tail all the bloody muck and shite from outside into your hallway, did you? You had an area which was normally sort of mosaic tiles, and you had a mat, a door mat, brushed down. You could brush the soles of your feet before you enter, or if you entered by the rear entrance to the property, there was still a space where you could come in and discard your boots and stuff and put on your slippers and then walk into the house without bringing all the bloody sand and that salt they scatter on bloody pavements and roads when the temperature drops to about 1 degree Celsius. There's no damn need for this, it's a waste of money. No, these grand houses that I used to deliver papers to in my paper round up in the west and northwest of Crieff, these very grand Victorian Edwardian and Georgian villas, and I must say that I was always most impressed by if the householder left the door ajar or even wide open on a nice summer's morning. You get a glance in, there's always potted cyclamen, house plants and stuff all sitting. There's always a stand for brollies and walking sticks, and a coat hanger with a hat stand, I loved all that, and I remember a property on Comrie Road. Well, it's actually on Wider Road, between Comrie Road. Well, Avalon, I was talking about this on my rattle-tattle express journeys I came through Western Crieff, but that road used to be called Avalon Terrace. And then the bloody council changed it to Comrie Road. But there's a property up there, it's now split into two. It's called Craig Do, and I always remember as delivering leaflets for the church when I was about 7-year-old, and used to go out on a Sunday evening after the church service was finished. I would zip up to the church and the church hall and gather as many of these things. Didn't get paid for it, just done it voluntarily. Went to all these houses and put them through the letterbox, sometimes chaps in the door, and, and the householder would come to the door. Oh yes, very kind, thank you very much, and would you like to come in for a cappuccino, a cake, a bit of cake or something? I was with my brother sometimes. No, I'm busy, I've got too much to do, I've got deliveries, thank you. But the woman at Craig do, she insisted that I come in, and I always remember going into her house, and ever since that time I've always had a fascination with properly lit living areas, if that makes sense. At the family home, if we wanted the light on, we always called it the big light. It was a garish bloody thing. It was one light bulb in the centre of the ceiling. We had table lamps, of course, situated round about. But this woman had the most beautiful ornate lights. There must have been about 15 of them, all different positions in their sitting room, and colours and ambience was magic as a result. I said to her, I said, I like all these lights, they're beautiful. She says, yes, I do too. I said, do you ever put the big light on? She says, what's the big light? I said, the one in the centre. She says, oh, very occasionally. If I'm looking for something, or I'm doing some darning of socks. I was darning my socks during the winter. Because if you take it to the fabric studio in Comrie, as I sort of try to investigate if they would take a hem up in my trousers or even darn socks, they said, no, we don't do that. I said, you know who does? Try the laundrette. I went to the laundrette. I said, do you know who darns socks, takes hems up or puts zips on things? No. I thought, for goodness sake, so I ended up darning my socks myself. So I'm a great believer, don't throw anything out. I can't remember if I filmed that, actually. No, I don't think I filmed it, Andy. But I spent one of those very, well, in deep December, sitting in the kitchen, at perfect peace, with a ball of wool, a couple of darning needles, and darned every hole in my sock, my hill climbing, with my big toe protrudes out the front. I've got my trainers on. I have to tell you that this is the first day that I've actually woken up properly, and I was looking at my wood chopping, and I thought, crikey Andy, you look like a man of 90 in that video. So I thought I definitely needed my haircut. So I've done that. I've had a bit of a makeover. Let me show you my makeover. I've done that today, Eddie. I've cut it. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it or anything. I've got it cut, and I was definitely needing it done, Andy. I really was. I was definitely needing it done, sir. And what a frightful thing I saw when I looked to myself, who's that chap chopping my wood? Crikey, it's you. And I thought to myself, you need to get that hair sorted out and do it before the full moon. An awful lot of people make a mistake by getting their hair cut on the full moon, especially a full moon on a Friday. Well, it's a full moon this Friday, it's the 2nd of April. No, yes it is, Andy. The full moon's on the 2nd of April in the sign of Libra, and anyone goes for a haircut during the full moon, especially on the Friday full moon, will take years for their hair to return to normal. It's a bad thing to do that. And it's not an old wives' tale, this is all stuff that comes from experience from people. It says, what happened to your hair? Oh, I got it cut on a Friday at the full moon. Oh, hell, that's not a good idea. Yes, I know that now. Look at the bloody state of it. And it's a hand-me-down, you know, sort of proverb, I suppose you could put it. Yes, you can always tell it's spring. The arborucles start to turn a very blue colour. The rest of the time, in the autumn they're sort of brown, and in the winter they're almost black. But they start to turn blue. Incidentally, that's not a bunch of children screaming. That's the bloody peacocks down at our house. So I'm not sure if you're able to see the wind, but it's still quite brisk from the west. But it's a smashing day to be out stretching the legs. I have to say, I'm quite cosy. I've not put on lots and lots of garments, but I am cosy. Got a fine jumper. Below. So of course we're on the north side of the lag, and this is Black Bank. On the Black Bank goes through the other side there. It's still a bit stormy, and you might be getting another storm. Well, full moon storm on Friday. What a damn noise from these peacocks. I mean, that would drive you bloody insane, listen to that day in, day out. Every time I see a straight path like this, I always think of the railway lines last year. This is Samson's Stone. No one knows how it got there. Well, probably deposited during the Ice Age, but it's an unusual spot. I've been on top of it several times. In fact, somebody's put a little climbing thing against it, the gate there. There's probably so many people tried to climb it, fallen and injured themselves. But it's a pretty decent thing. Only bird down there. Probably can't hear me with the wind. That's Carl Joyce, but there's quite a lot of snow up at the top of Binhonzi, so I might try and get up there soon. The last remnants. I haven't done well in the winter with my walks, I'm sorry. After building up such fitness and well, I haven't really done anything since November. I really have. I've been absolutely done in with this seasonal affective disorder, the chronic fatigue and concentration at all. Come on, we'll go along here and have a cigarette, Wendy. So you can just imagine the time's gone by, a very leisurely horse and cart just padding along here at a time when no one's in any rush at all. There was 24 hours in a day, but in the olden times 24 hours a day was sufficient, but nowadays it's not. You can't do everything you want to do in a 24-hour period. I will say that on Saturday, the 28th of March, time stood still. It happens every so often. I noticed that every time I looked at the clock expecting another hour to zip by, it's probably only about 5 or 10 minutes. It was absolutely amazing. I noticed these things, and then of course on Sunday, quite the opposite. It started to catch up again. The time, the whole universe does this. It slows right down. It's got to catch its breath as well, you see. I'm very attuned to these masses. A lot of people don't. A lot of people walk through their life completely blind. You know that. Look at this old tree, eh? You can tell that he's sad. Oh. It's okay for you. Come on now. Look at that old tree. He's been here a long time. Look how twisted and bent and raggedy is with all the storms that he's had to put up with over the years. Hey, don't worry, I'm here for you. Yeah, just shout me out. If you need me, I'll come along. I'll come and see you. That better? You feeling better now? That's it. Yes, he says, thank you, Henny. I'm feeling much better. Yes, all the people pass me never say hello. At least you do. Come on, let's go get a cigarette. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Look. Oh well. Right, Andrew, we'll switch off till we get to the puddock spawn. I think you said that already, but we'll take a right just along here. Once again, I'll probably mention, but this is part of, I used to run every single path in this area when I was in my element during the 80s as a runner. And this was pure cross country at its best. I really enjoyed running these pathways. It was a great time. Bundles and bundles of energy. Even though I worked all day, I still came out in the evenings and went for endless runs. Yes, I definitely enjoyed it.